Welcome to the weekly pickoff. Please like, share, and subscribe.
What's really good, everybody? It's your boy Young Dev. You know what we do here on Thursdays. We go over the games from last week, and I'll give you my picks for this week. I'm not going to go over all the games like we normally do. I got a few that I picked from this week to go over. Then I'm going to get into my picks. Starting off with my Detroit Lions, we had a great win this week against the Chicago Bears. My quarterback Jared Goff had 5 TD passes, 3 of which they went to St. Browns. It was a well-rounded game for my whole team. The defense played well, got us 2 interceptions, got us off the field, got the Bears off the field, got our offense back on. We did sustain an injury to Davenport, our our DN, but we'll see if we get him back or if he's out for the rest of the remainder of the season. Other than that, it was just a well-played game for us. It was a must-win. We had to have it, and we got it. Good game for us, not so much for the Bears. Let's keep it moving along here. Eagles and the Chiefs. This was a good game. Both defenses came to play. Um, what I did see is Travis Kelce had a miscue, not getting his head around the ball thrown to him in the end zone that ended up being an interception late in the game. Chiefs O-line looked better this week than they did week one. Eagles still got after Mahomes though. You know the Eagles defense like to put pressure on people. They can put pressure on anybody. Yeah, they have a good front four. Let's see here. I thought the Chiefs was going to get this one, but the Eagles showed me different. We'll talk about that tush push for a little bit here. I don't like it. I don't like that the tackle and the guards are moving before the ball is snapped. I don't like it. I think it's outside. It never gets called. How you gonna stop that when the man's coming full head of steam to you? Let me know down in the comments how y'all feel about it. Let me know how y'all feel about it. Let's keep moving. The Panthers and the Cardinals. The Panthers gave up 6 on their first offensive drive of the game on a script sack fumble that bounced back into the end zone. The following drive, the Panthers threw an interception. To say all that, the Panthers still win this game in the end. Brashawn brought those guys back. If he can find a way to start games like he finished this one, Brashawn, the Panthers would be a lot better. But they gotta find a way to protect them as well. But Bryce Young played well in this game, despite of what I just read to y'all in the beginning here. He played well in that second half, brought that team all the way back. They had a chance to go down and tie or win it, but that just didn't happen. The refs and the Cardinals defense tried to give them every chance to go out and do it. They had plenty of penalties on that drive to help them out. That's all I have to say about that game. Let's move along here. Chargers and the Raiders. Geno Smith threw an interception on the very first play of the game. Um, Geno Smith was out there running for his life. They was after him the whole game. Bright spot for the Raiders is Max Crosby. Max Crosby is a game wrecker. He wrecked that whole game. Wrecked the game. Caused the fumble in the game to give the Raiders a chance to go down in the fourth and tie it up and win. Even though Geno Smith played horrible. The Chargers came back down a little bit. They showed that they are still have explosive and score explosive plays, but they also show that they struggle to run the ball. They got to get that running game going. If they get that running game going, they will be dangerous. All right. So we capped a few of the games this week. We didn't get to do as many as we normally do. Probably have that back for you next week. But let's go ahead and get in here to my picks for this week. Dolphins versus the Bills. I'm taking the Bills. Falcons versus the Panthers. I'm taking the Falcons. Packers versus the Browns. I'm taking the Packers. Texans versus the Jags. I'm taking the Texans. Bengals versus Vikings. I'm taking the Vikings. Steelers versus Patriots. I'm taking the Steelers. Rams versus Eagles. I'm taking the Eagles. Jets versus Bucks. I'm taking the Bucks. Colts versus the Titans. I'm taking the Colts. Raiders versus Commanders. I'm taking the Commanders. Chargers versus Broncos. Chargers. Saints versus Seahawks. Seahawks. Bears versus Cowboys. Cowboys. Cardinals versus 49ers. I'm taking the 49ers. Chiefs versus Giants. I'm taking the Chiefs. Lions versus Ravens. I know I said I wouldn't pick against my Lions, probably none, but I have to roll with Lamar Jackson in this one. So it's going to be Lions versus Ravens. I'm rolling with the Ravens, go over the Lions. I don't like it, and even if it's a win-win for me, if the Ravens win, I get a win up on Dorian. The Lions do beat them. We're 2-1 in the season. So we got through our picks, reviewed a few of the games from last week. I think that's about it for this week. Until next time, it's your boy Young Dev out. Everybody have a good one.